Hello, hello all of you. Welcome to Exam Booty's YouTube platform. I am Suchit Sharma and I welcome all of you to this SSC CGL English special classes in English, of course, and we are studying basic concepts. And in this segment, in just yesterday's class, we discussed that we would go and we would study gender. Actually, we have been just identifying one by one concepts, and those concepts are very easy to understand. And the gender segment is the most easily understandable concepts of all. And but some of the concepts in gender regarding feminine gender and masculine gender there are some words that if you are not aware of, you will just get confused and make mistakes. That's why I just told you yesterday that we would discuss some words regarding that. Let's discuss those words, and we would recap of the words that we discussed yesterday at first, and then we would continue. Let us begin today's class. As we discussed yesterday, and we understood that neuter gender, all the non-living nouns are considered neuter gender. All the nouns that are non-living are considered neuter gender. So box, bread, butter, chair, chalk, church, coffee, desk, door, floor, house. All the words that are non-living are considered neuter gender. Very easy to understand. Let's talk about the second gender, that is common gender, and also known as dual gender. What we came to understand about this dual gender or common gender, the noun, all the nouns that can be used either for male or for female can be categorized under common gender or dual gender. So like artist, student, teacher, servant, enemy, parent, cousin, deer, mouse, pig, rat, sheep, child, friend, orphan, neighbor, person, monarch, statesman, chairman, sportsman, chairperson, spokesman, spokesperson, batsman. So many words like that, doctor, engineer, all the words denoting professions, all are actually nouns that are common in gender. You can use all these words for a male or for female. So that's why these nouns are considered as common gender. Only there are a few words that you have to keep in your mind because they are very important, and the reason behind being important is that there are two things that students misses: statesman, chairman, sportsman, chairperson, spokesman. In these words, these words are very important. Actually, in these words you will find that there is s in some words that is coming in between the word, like batsman, like spokesman, like statesman. Like in all these words, s is the speciality, but this s is not pluralizing the word. This s is not making the word plural. It means if you remove this s, it will be incorrect. The word will be incorrect. There is no such word as Batman. There is no such word like spokesman. There is no such word like statesman, or there is no such word like as a sportman. Because if you remove this s, all these words are wrong. So Sportsman is the correct word. Statesman is the correct word. Batsman is the correct word. So this is the first thing. And the second thing, you can use these words. These words are applicable to both male and female, whether it has the section man. Like batsman, you may say Ramesh is a good batsman, and you can say Malti is a good batsman. Of course, Malti is a good batsman. There is no such word as batswoman, bats lady. No, this is wrong. Mr. Prakash is our new chairman. That's right. And Miss Malti Devi is our new chairman. Yes, chairman. There is no such word as chairwoman, chair lady. So don't get confused. Okay. Now move to the most important segment, and that is masculine gender and feminine gender. And this is where most of the student make mistake. Most of the student make mistake. So you have to just keep in your mind this. The first word is bachelor, and the feminine gender of bachelor is maid, maiden, or spinster. Most of the time, the word that is used is maid or spinster, and maiden as well. Now, what is the difference in these between these two words, in maid or spinster? Let us decode them. Actually, maid is short form of maiden. Maiden has different meanings as well, like maiden speech, maiden voyage. In this, maiden means the first. If somebody has done maiden voyage, it means he has done the first sea journey. Maiden speech, if someone has delivered maiden speech, it means it is his first speech. Maiden over, if there is a maiden over in cricket, it means the bowler spent no runs. That's why it is a maiden over. So there are different meaning of maiden, but here maiden means an unmarried girl, and maid is the short form of maiden that is also used in the same reference and context. However, maid is also used as a female of servant. Maid means also female worker, female domestic servant. So here this meaning is not applicable. Here the meaning is different. Like a bachelor. Bachelor means if you have degree of BA, BSc, BCom, BCA, it means you are a bachelor. No, there is no sense of that. We are just talking about grammatical word gender, and in gender, when we are talking about in gender, in the reference of gender, bachelor means an unmarried man. Bachelor is a person who is unmarried. It doesn't mean that he has a degree of graduation or not. There is no sense like that. So if somebody is a bachelor, it means he is unmarried. In the same sense, for a female, there are two words. Maid, that is the shortest form of maiden. So you may call maid or maiden an unmarried girl. And another word, spinster. A spinster is actually an unmarried old woman. This is the difference. An unmarried girl and an unmarried old woman. So there is huge difference between these two words. Okay. Let's take some more words like horse or stallion. This is the male version and its female or feminine gender is mare. Milt or fish, that is the masculine gender and its female version is used as spawner. Husband, wife, everybody knows. Queen, king and queen, everybody knows. Lord, lady, everybody knows that. Man and women, everybody knows that. Monk or friar, that is none. We discussed yesterday. Nephew and niece, everybody knows. Sire and dame, nobody knows. So you have to focus here. Sire and dame. Now, ram and ewe, we discussed yesterday. Swan and nymph. This is also not so common that everybody knows this. Boar and sow. Boar, that is a male pig, and sow it is a female pig actually. Stag and hind. Hero and heroine. Buck and doe. Bull or ox, that is actually masculine gender and cow is its feminine gender. Bullock and steer, this word just makes a student confused so much that they are not able to understand the difference between bull and bullock. So if you just focus on the female version or feminine gender, you have a very clear picture what is the difference between a bullock and bull. So bullock or steer, its feminine gender is heifer. Cock and hen, colt and filly, the young horse and the young mare. Colt means a young horse and filly, it means a young mare. Dog, bitch, drake, duck, it we discussed yesterday. Drone bee, very important. Drone bee. Earl and countess. Earl is a post that was given to a very high level of noble person. Sloven and slut. Gander and goose, of course. So here are the list. Here are some words in which you will find most of them you are not aware of. So all the words that you are not aware of, just spot that, write it down and just keep in your memory because it will help you a lot. Let's take some more words like here, halt, row. Halt, row. Bridegroom, bride. Sometimes only groom is used, so no difference. Bridegroom or groom. For both, bride is the feminine gender. Milkman, milkmaid or milkwoman, both words are correct for milkman. Testator, testatrix. Fox, vixen, we discussed yesterday this word. Lad and lass, of course, boy and girl. Marcus and Marcanus. This is also a post that is used in medieval ages in Europe. Monsieur, monsieur says. Now, wizard and witch, very important word. Wizard and witch, a female, very wicked magician, that is witch, and a male, very, very bad, wicked magician, that is male. If it is male, that is wizard. Executor and executrix, Tsar and Tsarina, a king of Russia, that is Tsar, and a queen of Russia, that is Tsarina. administrator, administratrix, prosecutor, prosecutrix, widower and widow, widower, very good word, widower, a man whose wife is dead, and widow, a woman whose husband is dead. Fiance, fiancé, signor, signora, beau, belle. Of course, in this table, you will find even more words that you are not aware of. So just keep it in your memory by writing it down, by noting it down, whatever the way you know, but you have to keep in your memory. All these words are very important, whether they are not asked in direct way, but if they are in anywhere, like in any sentence or in paragraph, you have to have to have the knowledge of this word to understand the whole comprehension. That's why most of the time words become so important. Even a single word can change the meaning of the entire sentence, leading to a total fiasco or confusion, a great level of confusion in passage as well, and it will just lead you to your fall. So this is very important. Just keep in your mind all these things. All these things are very, very necessary. And if you see in these words here, author, authoress, mayor, mayoress, patron, patroness, all these words are very easy to understand in the second and the last list of masculine gender and feminine gender, because you will find a pattern here, and the pattern is very clear in all the masculine gender of the words. If you remember the first list, the second list of these words are very easy to understand, because you have to add only ESS. If you add ESS, you can very easily turn them into feminine gender. So I hope you have now a very clear picture of all these things and you can understand it very clearly. So this is the gender section of noun that is completely over. We will talk about case in our next class. Till then, goodbye, thank you, and